Atlanta is in absolute shock tonight after whispers of betrayal turned into a full-on public meltdown. According to jaw-dropping new footage, Kendra Robinson was spotted getting way too close to Lil Scrappy during a late-night ATL event, and when young Jock found out, completely lost his mind. Fans say the tension in the room was so thick you could feel it through the screen, with Jock allegedly storming into the venue, screaming at both Kendra and Scrappy in front of stunned onlookers. The clip has gone viral, sparking chaos across social media, with thousands of fans arguing whether Kendra was simply being friendly or crossing a dangerous line with one of Jock's closest castmates. Either way, the damage was done. Jock exploded, security had to step in, and the Love and Hip Hop cameras caught every second of the madness. This isn't just drama. This is betrayal on a whole new level. If you thought young Jock and Kendra Robinson's marriage had survived the worst of its storms, think again. Their union has been tested time and time again, from Jock's long history of cheating allegations to Kendra's icy, no-nonsense demeanor as she tried to tame one of Atlanta's wildest men. But what happened this week has reignited their chaos and dragged Lil Scrappy straight into the middle of it, setting a TL gossip ablaze and putting Jock on the brink of total meltdown. For years, fans have watched Jock and Scrappy as castmates and occasional friends to Atlanta staples whose reputations are tied to Love and Hip Hop ATL's messiest moments. Both men have been known for their playboy ways, their entanglements, and their inability to stay out of trouble. But now, that messy energy has collided in the most unexpected way, with Kendra caught in the middle. The drama sparked when a fan-recorded video leaked from a late-night event in Atlanta. The clip, shaky but clear enough, showed Kendra standing incredibly close to Lil Scrappy, whispering in his ear, laughing, and touching his arm in a way that immediately raised eyebrows. It didn't look like a casual conversation. It looked intimate, the kind of body language that fuels speculation, whether innocent or not. And in a city where everyone has their phones out, there was no way it would stay private. The footage spread across Instagram blogs like wildfire. Headlines screamed, "Kendra getting cozy with Scrappy," and young Jock's wife seen with Scrappy at a TL event. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Some rushed to Kendra's defense. She's a lawyer. She was probably just giving advice, but most weren't buying it. One viral comment read, "Nah, you don't laugh in a man's ear like that unless you're trying to start something." Another said, "Out of all the people in Atlanta, Scrappy though?" The scandal hit hard because of the messy history between Jock and Kendra. Jock has spent years begging her forgiveness, convincing her he'd changed and defending himself. Against endless rumors of side babies and infidelity, Kendra, for her part, has always projected control. But behind the scenes, fans know she's been humiliated more than once. Now, with this new video, the tables turned. For the first time, Jock was the one humiliated by whispers that his wife might be stepping out on him. And not just with anyone, but with Scrappy, a man he's shared scenes, clubs, and storylines with for years. The timing couldn't be worse. Scrappy himself has been battling his own mess, with Bambi dragging him on and off camera, rumors of late-night antics, and his name constantly tied to ATL chaos. To see him linked to Kendra set the internet ablaze, with fans calling it the messiest crossover since Kirk and Jasmine's baby scandal. Behind the scenes, insiders claim Jock got word of the video almost immediately, and his reaction was explosive. According to witnesses, he stormed onto the set of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta filming the next day, demanding answers from Kendra in front of castmates and crew. Jock allegedly shouted, "You out here embarrassing me with Scrappy, after everything I've done for you." The irony, of course, was not lost on the cast. Carly Red was overheard whispering, "Now he know how it feels." Spice reportedly laughed under her breath. Karma sweet. Kendra, however, didn't flinch. True to her reputation, she allegedly stayed calm, telling Jock, "You embarrassed yourself for years. One video, and suddenly you're the victim." That line reportedly sent Jock into a rage, pacing, throwing his hands in the air and muttering. Not with Scrappy, though. Anybody but him. The background of Jock and Scrappy's relationship makes this even messier. While never best friends, they've always had a mutual respect to men, cut from the same cloth, both with reputations as ATL players. For Scrappy to be the man linked to Jock's wife feels like the ultimate violation. Fans instantly began comparing it to the time Stevie J and Benzino's love triangle nearly broke love and hip-hop ATL apart. History repeating itself. 1. Tweet read, ATL men don't know how to keep their friends and their women separate. As the blogs continued to circulate the footage, fans debated endlessly about what it really meant. Was it just friendly banter? Was Kendra intentionally trying to embarrass Jock after years of his cheating scandals? Or was there something deeper, brewing between her and Scrappy that nobody saw coming? One thing was clear, Jock wasn't taking it as a joke. His explosion on set, his public anger, and his refusal to let it slide made the entire cast nervous and excited, because they knew this storyline wasn't just gossip. It was about to blow up on camera in the messiest way possible. The setup was perfect. Jock humiliated. Kendra unbothered, Scrappy smirking in the background. And the entire ATL cast fanning the flames. Because when love and hip-hop Atlanta mixes, betrayal, receipts, and egos, somebody always snaps. And this time, it looks like Jock is the one about to break. The moment that fan-recorded clip of Kendra whispering into Lil Scrappy's ear hit the blogs. The fuse was lit. Within hours, the footage was everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter threads dissecting every frame. And the narrative was brutal. People weren't calling it a misunderstanding. They were calling it betrayal. The major conflict erupted the second young Jock confronted Kendra on set. According to insiders, producers had barely finished micking him before Jock charged straight toward her, holding his phone out with a viral clip playing at full volume. Jock's face was twisted with rage as he shouted, "Explain this, Kendra. What the hell is this supposed to be?" Castmates froze. The room went silent except for Jock's voice booming, echoing off the walls. The clip showed Kendra leaning, close to Scrappy, laughing, touching his arm. Jock played it on repeat, each time yelling louder. "You see this? Everybody sees this. Don't play with me." Kendra didn't flinch. Calm as ever, she looked Jock in the eye and said, "It's not what you think." But Jock wasn't having it. "Not what I think. You in Scrappy's face, giggling like a schoolgirl, while the whole damn city watching. That ain't nothing to explain. That's disrespect." The cast immediately jumped in with their shade. Carly Red whispered just loud enough for cameras to catch. He mad now, but he been out here doing way worse. Spice, always quick with the commentary, shook her head and muttered, "Karma, don't miss, man." Jock getting served the same tea he'd been pouring for years. The first twist came when Scrappy himself decided to speak up. He had been quiet while Jock raged at Kendra, but finally he stepped in with that trademark ATL smirk. "Bro, it ain't that deep," Scrappy said, raising his hands. "Me and Kendra was just talking. Y'all blowing this out of proportion?" That only made Jock explode more. "Talking? You call that talking? If y'all looked like y'all was about to exchange phone numbers? You, my boy, Scrap. You know better." Jock's voice cracked as he shouted, "Not you, man. Anybody but you." The tension was unbearable. Jock pacing back and forth, clutching his phone. Scrappy standing his ground, trying to look unbothered. Kendra sitting calmly, arms crossed, refusing to apologize. The entire set was buzzing with nervous energy. Everyone waiting to see if Jock was going to swing. And then the real bombshell dropped. One of the producers allegedly pulled Jock aside and whispered that there were more clips from that night floating around. Jock froze, then spun back toward Kendra. "So there's more. What else happened that night?" Tell me now before I see it. Online. Kendra's face hardened. She didn't answer, just stared at Jock with that icy lawyer's glare. Fans later said that silence was louder than any denial. On Twitter, one viral post read, "She didn't even say no. She just stared. Nah, this marriage cooked." Another Jock about to pass out when the second clip drops. The twist sent fans into a frenzy. Was there another video showing Kendra and Scrappy getting even closer? Did they leave the venue together? Or was it all just exaggerated by messy ATL nightlife? Scrappy tried to laugh it off, but his nervous energy gave him away. People recording everything these days. Y'all turning a laugh into a love affair. Chill out. But Jock wasn't hearing it. Nah, bro. This ain't no laugh. This is my wife. And you crossed a line. So the blogs wasted no time spinning the twist. Headlines screamed. Second video of Kendra and the cliffhanger of the conflict was crystal clear. The internet was buzzing about a second video. Jock was spiraling, and Kendra wasn't backing down. The marriage that once looked like it could survive anything was dangling by a thread. And now Scrappy, Jock's fellow castmate, was at the center of the storm. And if that second clip surfaced, it wouldn't just be Jock exploding. It would be ATL imploding. If the first clip of Kendra leaning into Scrappy's ear sent shockwaves, the second video was a full-on earthquake. The whispers of more footage turned into hard proof when a popular Atlanta nightlife page posted a longer clip from a different angle. Suddenly, the world didn't just see Kendra laughing, they saw her touching Scrappy's chest while whispering in his ear, "Ah," and Scrappy resting his hand on her lower back. The internet went ballistic. Within minutes, the new clip spread across the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and every gossip page on Instagram. The caption was merciless. Kendra and Scrappy looking real comfortable. How'd Jock feel about this? Fans didn't hold back. One viral tweet read, "That ain't no friendly conversation, that's date night body language." Another, "Jock's perm about to melt from all the stress." Memes exploded. One showed Jock's face photoshopped onto a crying Jordan meme with the caption, "When you finally get cheated back." The escalation hit new heights when producers played the second clip during filming. Jock's face turned red the moment Scrappy's hand on Kendra's back popped up on the screen. He leaped from his chair, shouting, "You touching my wife now? Are you kidding me, Scrap?" Security scrambled to hold him back as he stormed across the set toward Scrappy, screaming, "You disrespect me in my own city." After all these years, Scrappy, trying to stay cool, raised his hands. "Brew, calm down. It wasn't nothing like that." But Jock wasn't hearing it. "Nothing like that. Everybody sees it. The whole internet clowning me and you standing. They're looking guilty." Kendra, sitting stone-faced, delivered another dagger. "Maybe if you respected me, Jock, I wouldn't even be in this position." The room gasped. Even Carly Red clutched her pearls dramatically, whispering to Spice, "She really said that on camera. This marriage done." The shocking reveal came moments later when Bambi, Scrappy's estranged wife, jumped into the drama. She posted on her Instagram story, "Loyalty don't live in Atlanta no more. Guess everybody fair game." Fans instantly assumed she was shading Kendra, implying there was more to the story. Twitter lit up with theories. Did Bambi just confirm Kendra and Scrappy really messing around? Jock's reaction to Bambi's post was explosive. According to insiders, he stormed off set, pacing outside while screaming into his phone, "I can't do this no more. First, the DMIs, now this video, and now Bambi chiming in. Y'all trying to destroy me." Meanwhile, Scrappy doubled down in his defense, telling cameras, "Y'all blowing this up for TV. That's my sis, man. He was just vibing, nothing else." But fans weren't buying it. The hand on the back, the whispering, the laughter. It was too much. One top Instagram comment summed it up. "Sis, don't laugh like that with her brother." The cast piled on. Carly Red grinned for the cameras. Scrappy, messy, Kendra messy, Jock messy, everybody messy. This reunion gone be a movie. Spice shook her head, telling producers this drama getting worse than Kirk and Jasmine. Jock gone loses mind for real. Erica Dixon tweeted, "Messy friends, messy marriages. Can't trust nobody." Fallout didn't just humiliate Jock, it damaged his friendships too. Scrappy and Jock had always maintained a fragile bro code bond, but the second clip shattered it. Jock allegedly told producers he'd never film another scene with Scrappy again, snarling, "He's dead to me." The internet, however, was eating it up. TikToks reenacting the second clip went viral, with creators dramatizing Kendra touching Scrappy's chest and Jock bursting in screaming. One skit even used Jock's real voice from old reunion episodes yelling, "Don't play with me." Fans commented, "Best season ever." Jock finally on the other side of the clown table. But the biggest twist came when yet another insider leaked that there might be text messages between Kendra and Scrappy floating around. Blogs teased the rumor with headlines like DMZ between Kendra and Scrappy allegedly coming soon. The speculation sent fans into meltdown. Was there even more proof waiting to drop? The cliffhanger couldn't be louder. Was humiliated. Kendra was unbothered. Scrappy was trying to play it cool, and Bambi was fanning the flames from the sidelines. The internet was already calling it the next Kirk and Jasmine level scandal. And if those alleged texts leaked, Jock's explosion would look tame compared to what's coming next by the time the second video clip went viral. Jock was already hanging on by a thread. His face was plastered all over memes. His marriage was being dissected online, and his so-called friendship with Scrappy was in tatters. But just when the fire seemed like it couldn't burn hotter, the alleged text messages dropped, and they poured gasoline all over the chaos. A well-known gossip blog posted screenshots late one night claiming they came from a close source to the situation. The texts were supposedly between Kendra and Scrappy, and while the authenticity was debated, the content was explosive. One message from Kendra allegedly read, "I can't talk long. Jock's been stressing me out." Scrappy's alleged reply, "I got you. You know you deserve to smile more." Another exchange appeared even more incriminating. "Kendra, that night was fun. Nobody makes me laugh like you do. Scrappy, and I'll keep making you laugh as long as you keep it between us." The internet erupted instantly. Fans flooded Twitter with reactions. That's not just friendly vibes. That's straight-up sneaky link talk. Kendra turned Jock into the clown he always feared he'd be. Memes showed Jock in his perm chair with captions like, "Trying to relax while your wife laughs with Scrappy." When producers presented the alleged texts to Jock during filming, he completely lost control. According to insiders, Jock slammed his phone onto the table, shouting, "You trying to make me look like a fool in front of the whole world? Is this how you repay me, Kendra?" His voice cracked as he raged at Scrappy. "And you were supposed to be my brother." This is betrayal on the highest level. Scrappy, visibly uncomfortable, tried to downplay it. "Brew, people fake texts all the time. Don't let the blogs get to you." But his nervous tone only made Jock angrier. "Fake? Man, your hand was on her back in that video. You think I'm dumb?" Security had to intervene again as Jock lunged towards Scrappy, yelling, "Say it to my face. Tell me it ain't true." Kendra, still composed, delivered her coldest line yet. "Maybe if you were half the man you pretend to be, I wouldn't even need to talk to someone else." The entire cast gasped. Carly Red screamed, "She did not just say that." Spice shook her head, muttering, "She done with him?" You can hear it in her voice. The next twist came when Bambi decided she'd had enough of watching from the sidelines. She went live on Instagram, dragging both Kendra and Scrappy without hesitation. "I don't care who feelings I hurt. Loyalty is dead. Scrappy out here smiling in another man's wife's face. And Kendra, sis, you supposed to be a boss? Don't downgrade yourself like this. Fans ate it up. One tweeted, "Bambi dragging Kendra while sipping tea is the content we needed." Another, "She just confirmed Scrappy messy for real." Within hours, clips of Bambi's rant had millions of views. And hashtags like #KendraExposed and #ScrappyMessy trended across Twitter.joc. Seeing Bambi's live allegedly stormed off set again, screaming, "Even his own wife don't trust him. Y'all see this? I can't stay married to this woman if this what's going on." Insiders claimed Jock was so furious he threatened to quit filming altogether, yelling at producers, "Y'all not gone, keep humiliating me for ratings. If Kendra want to play games with Scrappy, she can have him." The fallout on social media was relentless. Fans debated on Twitter. The battlefield was fierce. One viral tweet with 80,000 likes read, "Jock embarrassed her for a decade. Kendra embarrassed him, ONCE, and he crying like a baby. Karma served." Another blew up just as fast. "Kendra, messy. You don't. Go to your husband's castmate. That's foul." Memes poured in. Jock in a perm chair with a caption, "Me trying to relax while my wife laughs with Scrappy." Another viral edit spliced Jock's angry reunion moments over the new clip of Scrappy and Kendra. Fans screaming anybody but him. Instagram was no kinder. The Shade Room reposted Bambi's live dragging both Kendra and Scrappy. The comments were vicious. "Bambi been warning us, Scrappy been messy." Another, "Kendra downgrade herself for real. You married and entertaining this?" Meanwhile, Jock's last Instagram post, a promo for Frost Bistro, turned into a circus of clown emojis and comments like "Ain't no loyalty in the bistro either." He had to turn comments off within hours. TikTok creators had a field day. Skits reenacting Kendra's alleged texts blew up, with one actress dressed as Kendra whispering, "Nobody makes me laugh like you do," while another as Jock burst into the room screaming. The audio of Jock yelling, "Anybody but you, Scrap," became a trending sound layered over clips of people reacting to everyday betrayals. Within days, it had been used in over 50,000 TikToks. Celebrities couldn't resist throwing in their shade. Erica Mena tweeted, "Imagine risking it all for Scrappy. Couldn't be me." Fans instantly tagged Kendra, interpreting it as a direct shot. Spice went live and laughed for 5 straight minutes before saying, "Me, Scient, believe. This Kendra Ja really did dat. Jock deserves stress, but Scrappy? Lord, jamash up the whole ATL." Even 50 Cent reposted the video with the caption, "They giving Jock the Kirk treatment now." The cast reactions only fueled the fire. Carly Red stirred the pot, gleefully posting a selfie with the caption, "Atlanta too small for secrets." Erica Dixon tweeted, "Protect your peace, sis. Don't waste time on clowns or playboys." Fans debated whether she was shading Jock, Scrappy, or both. Bambi doubled down, going live again. "I don't care how people spin it. Loyalty matters. And if Kendra want to laugh with my husband, that's on her. But don't act like it's innocent. I've been new." The reactions weren't just gossip. They were becoming cultural commentary. Fans wrote threads comparing Kendra's alleged betrayal to Rashida staying with Kirk Frost through endless scandals. One viral thread read, "ATL women stay defending their men until they snap. Kendra just did what Rashida never had the courage to do, clap back." Another countered, "This ain't clapping back. This is self-destruction." Behind the scenes, insiders claimed the reunion episode was being hyped as the most explosive in franchise history. Producers allegedly begged Bambi to attend so they could stage a confrontation between her, Kendra, and Scrappy. One insider leaked, "They want Jock versus Scrappy face-off and Bambi versus Kendra. They know it'll break the internet." The industry fallout hit hard too. Bookings for Jock reportedly slowed as promoters whispered about his embarrassing image. Scrappy, meanwhile, found himself trending for all the wrong reasons, with fans calling him Atlanta's sneakiest player. Blogs speculated that Kendra, a respected attorney. Might risk her professional reputation if she kept getting dragged into love and hip-hop scandals. Fans were torn. Some cheered her on for giving Jock a taste of his own medicine. Others begged her to cut ties with both Jock and Scrappy. One Instagram comment summed it up. "Sis, don't let men drag you into clown world. You better than this." The cliffhanger was clear. Jock was humiliated. Scrappy was being labeled a traitor. Kendra was either villain or hero, depending on who you asked. And Bambi was sharpening her knives for a showdown. And with rumors that even more receipts, including private conversations and late-night sightings, might still surface. Fans knew this was only the beginning. Because in Atlanta, loyalty isn't just fragile, it's non-existent. Just when it seemed the scandal couldn't get any messier. So the final twist came crashing down, and it left Jock, Kendra, and Scrappy dangling on the edge of total collapse. Late one night, another blog dropped what they called the third angle. This new video didn't just show Kendra laughing with Scrappy. It showed her leaning in close, whispering something in his ear, and Scrappy smiling as he pulled her in for what looked like a quick hug. It wasn't long, it wasn't passionate, but it was way too intimate for the internet to ignore. The clip exploded. Headlines screamed. New footage, Kendra and Scrappy hug sparks Jock meltdown. Fans went wild. One viral tweet read, "A hug in a TL club lighting. That ain't no innocent hug." Another said, "Jock about to flat iron that. Perm straight into the grave." When Jock saw the footage on set, he snapped. Witnesses said he threw a chair across the room, screaming, "This is my wife. Y'all really think I'm gone? Sit here and take this humiliation." Security rushed in as Jock shouted at Scrappy, "You hugged her. You hugged her like you OWN her." "Nah, I ain't letting that slide." Scrappy tried to defend himself, hands raised. Brr, it was a friendly hug. Y'all making it look bigger than it is? But Jock wasn't hearing it. A friendly hug. "My wife ain't supposed to be giving you no friendly hug at 2 a.m. His voice cracked as he added, "You were my brother, Scrap. You betrayed me." Kendra, still calm, dropped her. "Coldest line yet. Maybe you finally know how it feels." That sentence sent the set into chaos. Spies shouted, "Law Jesus, she done flipped the script completely." Carly Red gasped dramatically, whispering to producers, "This gone. Go down in LHH history." The fallout online was nuclear. Fans were split down the middle. Half dragged Kendra. Sis embarrassed herself. Scrappy. Really? The other half cheered her on. Jock, been cheating for years. Now he finally got a taste. He can't handle. It memes showed Jock's angry face with captions like, "Cheaters don't like being cheated back." The final bombshell came from Jock himself. In a heated confessional, he shouted, "I'm done. I can't be married to somebody who gone stand next to me and embarrass me like this. If she want to laugh with Scrappy, then let Scrappy have her." Insiders whispered that Jock had already called his lawyer, threatening divorce papers. But here's where the cliffhanger took an even sharper turn. Blogs began teasing that Bambi wasn't done either. Word spread she had receipts of her own private screenshots between her and Matt, Scrappy, that hinted at just how deep the betrayal ran. One insider said producers were saving them for the reunion. "If Bambi pulls out those receipts on stage, it's gonna break the internet," the source revealed. The cast was buzzing. The fans were glued to their screens. And the internet was begging for the reunion episode. Because now, it wasn't just Jock versus Kendra. It was Jock versus Scrappy, Bambi versus Kendra, and an entire city watching one marriage collapse in real time. The credits on this chapter rolled with Jock storming off set, Kendra silent, Scrappy smirking nervously, and Bambi sharpening her knives for the showdown. Because if the hug was enough to send Jock over the edge, imagine what will happen when the reunion receipts drop live in front of millions. This wasn't just a TL drama. This was a TL. History. The firestorm in Atlanta has officially reached a boiling point. From leaked videos to alleged texts, and now a late-night hug that's broken the internet. Young Jock has gone from ATL's loudest player to its most humiliated husband. Kendra remains icy and unapologetic. Scrappy keeps playing it cool, and Bambi is hinting she's sitting on her own set of receipts that could blow this entire scandal even wider open. Jock's threats of divorce aren't just empty words anymore. Insiders claim papers may already be in motion. But the real explosion is still to come, the reunion. With Carly fanning the flames, Spice calling out the mess, and producers promising the biggest showdown in love and hip-hop history. One thing is certain, Atlanta will never be the same again. So, what do you think? Is Kendra done with Jock for good? Or is this just the start of an even uglier war? Like, share, and subscribe because the reunion receipts will be deadly.